All right, so tell us, just the news now. How do you think? What's the reaction, or what do you feel about the latest update on the new redesigned note? That okay, people should start, spending the whole note.
Well, that is the expectation of Nigerians. We have all been eager to have the reaction of the Central Bank of Nigeria after the Supreme Court ruling or judgment in the case of CBN and some state governments. For Mr. President to come on here to tell Nigerians that he has not in any way, directed the Central Bank of Nigeria not to honor the Supreme Court judgment is, with due respect to the presidency, is being clever by half. The reason is not far-fetched. At the initial stage, Mr. President came out to tell Nigerians and then came up with what he called a policy that will reduce the suffering as a result of the Naira redesign or swap, as it were. The same governor of the central bank came on here to tell Nigerians that this is the last date, this is the beginning, and this is the end. Now, when it is now the time to obey the ruling or the judgment of the apex court, it is now that the presidency is saying that the presidency has not in any way, disturbed or directed the CBN not to honor the judgment of Supreme Court. Whichever way it is, the judgment of the Supreme Court remains the judgment of the apex court, and it must be obeyed. The point is that Nigerians are entitled to continue using the old Naira notes until the end of the year. And that is the reason why the people should go all in out and ensure that they enforce the judgment of the Supreme Court, even if the apex court is not ready to come out to tell Nigerians that it is the time to continue to use the old Naira notes.
On the new Naira note following the Supreme Court judgment after several days, what do you make of this? Do you think the initial purpose of Mr. President and the CBN governor been achieved with this policy?
Well, for me, the presidency came out to tell Nigerians that the policy is the best for Nigeria. And we have all seen that policy could not have been the best for Nigeria. It has increased the sovereignty of Nigeria. And the only body that has come out, to the last hope of the common man is the court. And the court has come out to say that we can continue to do this because the federal government did not obey the law it made itself. Because there are procedures which the Supreme Court said the CBN and the federal government ought to follow before this new Naira redesign and the implementation of the redesigning of Naira. Having not done that, I think the best the presidency and the CBN can do is to obey the Supreme Court. Whatever be the gain of the new Naira notes, whatever be the gain of the new policy, I think Nigerians will come out to see at the end of the day. For now, it's still speculative. They must come out to tell us that this is what we've been able to achieve. If they have achieved anything at all, I think it's the suffering of Nigerians they have achieved.
Now, the NLC is also threatening to drag the federal government to court over the cash crunch and the fuel scarcity. I mean, don't you think this is late?
Well, to me, it is late. Of course, it is not necessary again, because the presidency has come out to say that it not stopping, the CBN from implementing the judgment of Supreme. At the same time, the banks have not come out to say that we have been restrained, by the CBN from collecting the old Naira note. So our people will continue to make you spend the old Naira note, why there will be no need for anybody to rush to court again. If the NLC we want to embark on strike. Strike to do what at this stage? Because already the Apex Court has directed the use of the old Naira note. So I think it is late in the day. There will always be another issue for the NLC to assist Nigeria if there's need to do that.
All right, thank you for being a part of the news.
Thank you so very much.
That was Barr Habeeb Ajayi.